Testing. Oh, whoa. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Thank you for coming. If you could find a seat, thank you for coming to Garden Variety. This is our fourth year, so you're getting in early. We're so happy to be back in this beautiful garden, 6 and B. Once again, this series is Garden Variety. This is our first show today, so we've got 4 more after this. Brought to you by Tweed Theater Works and Kevin Maloney. So we're here in this lovely garden, 6 and B. They've hosted us every year that we've done this. So please, give your love and support to them, and also to Tweed. There's QR codes everywhere. If you'd love to, throw a dime here or there, we'd appreciate it, and so would they. Once again, this summer program is completely free and open to the community and to the public. It's brought to you by the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council, thank you, Howard Gilman Foundation, and Howell Arts. We thank you so much for all your support. But yeah, so if you want to see, we've got 4 more shows after tonight. Please follow Tweed to see what's next. But tonight, starting this series is the one, the only, the iconic Linda Simpson. Woo, woo, woo. With a cast of kooks and nutjobs. Her words. In tonight's Midsummer Night Zany variety show. So, without further ado, give it up to Linda Simpson and her cast of kooks.
B7. I-14.
Linda, why are you calling bingo numbers?
Can you grab a microphone so they can hear you? Okay.
Linda.
Oh, is that microphone on?
Linda, why are you calling bingo numbers?
Well, I feel like it's the only thing after all these years that I need to do that I can do anymore.
Linda, you've been given this incredible opportunity to put on a show in this beautiful garden.
I'm scared. What if I can't pull it together? Safer to do bingo. B15.
No.
I-20.
Linda, put away your balls. It's time to rise to the occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from New York in the world-famous East Village, who's ready for a zany Midsummer's Night variety show? Thank you, everybody. As mentioned, my name is Linda Simpson, and I'm your hostess for the night. And I am thrilled, of course, to be kicking off this year's, is that me, the noise, or is, oh, this year's, should I use the other microphone? Okay, this year's, okay, that's better, right? Okay, this year's, I'm a little nervous about that other one. This year's, where was I? Theater Works, Tweed Theater Works Garden Variety Series. And I want to especially thank Kevin Maloney. He always guarantees you a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are in this beautiful garden. Now, before we do anything, a few rules. First of all, please don't pet the giant rats. They have rabies. Try not to step on any of the hypodermic needles. And don't worry about the mosquitoes. Only 1 in 5 carries malaria. That could be a little louder. actually used to, thank you. I actually used to live in the East Village back when it was rough. Let me see. Avenue A was all right. B, you got beat. C, you got cut. D, you were dead. Nowadays, A for affluent, B for bougie, C for country club, and D for deranged for paying $5,000 a month for an apartment. Does that have a laugh? Okay, all right, here we go. Wait, back in the East Village, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, all these technical developments have thrown me a little. Back in the East Village, there I was. Can you give me a hint what the next joke is, Peter? Oh yeah, exactly. Back then, I used to hang out with a hip crowd. Now I hang out with a hip replacement crowd. Tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, is DEI, drag, elderly, and infirmed. Remember when Lady Bunny used to throw wig stock over at Tompkins Square Park? Decrepit and filthy, and the park was pretty bad too. That was good. Last month I actually, is that the next joke? Last month I actually, thank you. I was actually celebrated Gay Pride over in Washington Square Park, splashing around the fountain with hundreds of other queers, topless, sweaty, barefoot. A great way to celebrate liberation and hepatitis. Okay, I'll wait for the laughter. Okay. I wrote all these jokes, practically everybody. And then, I haven't had so much fun, actually, since I did ketamine with Elon Musk at one of P. Diddy's freak-offs. Last weekend, I went to Fire Island. Some of my housemates were mad that the gays next to us were nude sunbathing. Personally, I was on the fence. Unfortunately, I overdosed on Viagra. Hardest day in my life. Hey, who's excited for Mayor Mayor Mamdani? Mayor Mamdani. Thank you. Me too, everybody. Oh my goodness. You know, I've always, some people are upset that he's Muslim, but I've always admired the Muslim culture. Just last night I got down on my knees and worshiped Muhammad. That was the name of my taxi driver. If Mamdani wins, I'm changing my drag name. Miss Sharia Law. Okay, they're so funny. I mean, I realize it's a little hot. Okay, everybody. And oh my goodness, how about over in Gaza, everybody? Wow. Someone said to me, what did they say to me? Someone said to me, you know what, if you were over there, they would chop off your head and use it as a soccer ball. And I said, that is so wrong. In that part of the world, they call it football. Actually, that same person said to me, gays supporting Palestine is like a chicken supporting KFC. And I said, oh yeah, well like anyone supporting Israel is like orangutan supporting Burger King. Exactly, makes no sense. Actually, I can relate to Israel. We're both bombing big time. In the USA, how wasn't that awful that the Navy renamed the Harvey Milk battleship? But don't worry, they're still using his name for a ferry. Too bad last night it got rear-ended. One thing about that Harvey Milk battleship, though, it did hold a lot of semen. And I feel so bad for the trans community lately. I love the trans people, except for Caitlyn Jenner, right? Oh boy. Oh yeah, whether a man, whether a woman, always an asshole. Thank you. And that applause could go a little longer. Okay, thank you. If the proper pronoun for Caitlyn is her, but if she happens to be with Lady Bunny and Flotilla DeBarge, the proper term is herd. Drag is so popular nowadays, thanks to RuPaul's Drag Race. I actually auditioned to co-host the show, but the producers said, sorry, one old drag queen who can't sing is enough. I mean, come on, RuPaul's singer that's like Joe Biden, breakdancer. Is my next joke about story time? Oh no. Oh, I remember when RuPaul was a struggling performer. I said, Ru, you've got to think outside of the box. I meant the cardboard box she was living in. That was funny too. We were serving, you know what, we should be serving drinks, that would help. And ladies and gentlemen, isn't it sweet now that libraries are featuring drag queen story times? I tried it, but I had a hard time holding a book and my bottle of poppers at the same time. And we're almost done. And how about that trans activist, Laverne Cox? So impressive, and I just love her whole family. Her father, Harry Cox, her mother, Ophelia Cox, her uncle, Isaac Cox. I wish they were here now. I just love all the Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is AI generated. I'm a hologram. Tomatoes, rotten and fresh, will go right through me. And that concludes our opening comedy section. I'm clapping because it's over. Thank you so much. I mean, I was a little rough with that, but I practiced at home, believe me. All right, anyway, here we are, everybody, in the beautiful garden. We've got a variety show, so we're gonna bring our first performer out right now. Like me, she hails from Minnesota, everybody. She grew up in a northern town called Bertha, and everybody, her childhood was spent farming and 4-H clubs and in marching bands, and we're very pleased to have her tonight. Won't you please welcome Bertha? Thank you, Bertha. You are a twirling delight. Bertha is going to come back again, and we'll see her a little later. Everybody, we're now going to take a little trip. We are going to Washington, D.C., everybody, specifically the White House. And as Melania roams the hallways, who should she bump into?
Ivanka, what you doing here?
Hello, stepmother.
Oh, you know I hate when you call me that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, step-grandmother.
Ah, Listen, you little nincompoop. If it weren't for your stupid father, I'd knock you out.
Well, you're still jealous that I was invited to the Jeff Bezos wedding and you weren't.
Oh, please, Lauren Sanchez with her giant boobies.
You're one
She's
to
nothing but a gold digger.
One to talk.
Oh, please, Nepo baby. I've worked hard for my money.
What do you think I am? A nudnik?
I think you nudnik.
Well, you're learning Yiddish, but I did learn a word in Hebrew the other day. Shalom.
That reminds me of old Slovenian saying.
What does that mean?
That means you asshole. You? A Jew? Oh, please. Your conversion is as fake as those boobs you got to please your father.
If you say one more bad thing, I'm telling Daddy.
Oh, yeah, what are you gonna do? Deport me? I mean, have you heard of the Epstein tapes? I got copy, along with PP tapes, and I could release them anytime.
His supporters wouldn't believe you.
Well, you're right, and they wouldn't care.
Am I in it?
You just wait and find out.
Oh, you bitch. I'm gonna tell Daddy to bomb Slovenia.
Oh, go ahead. I'm not going back to that communist pigsty anyway.
To be continued. All right, everybody. We're going to go to. I feel like the microphone wire is. How does that go? Oh, maybe that one goes over there. All right, everybody. We're going to go on to our next performer. Our next performer. All right, use this one. Okay, our next performer, and. Yeah, you're right. And our next performer, who's ready for a little bump and grind, everybody? We've got a burlesque performer, everybody, and no ordinary stripper. She's a former Miss Coney Island, and her name makes me hungry for dessert. Everybody, won't you please welcome Gigi Bonbon?
Season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you what I really want to know. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? He rich. Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly. Tell you what I really want to know.
Thank you, Gigi.
Oh my goodness, should I play? What's it called when the person picks up the stuff? The kitten. Oh my goodness, I'll be the meow meow kitten right now. That was fantastic. Oh my goodness. I thought that we were going to have a family-friendly show, but obviously not. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. Well, everybody, we're going to continue. Meanwhile, back at the White House.
Melania, hurry up. We have to leave for the 3-year anniversary ceremony of my mother's death.
Oh, are you kidding? The only way I go to golf course is to ride in golf cart with hot golf pro, not to visit some tacky graves that your father just put together tax break.
She wanted to be buried there.
Oh, right. Everyone wants to be buried in eternity in a swamp in New Jersey. You know, even though your mother is vulgar and homely, at least she earned her own money and worked her way up. As businesswoman, not like you grifter, just with your tacky wardrobe. Where did you get that Dolce and garbage?
And who made your dress? Oscar de la Vomit? Melania, you have to come to the ceremony. The whole family will be there. Don Jr.,
Nincompoop,
Eric,
Dumkov.
Tiffany.
Oh, she's even uglier than you are.
I know. Standing next to her makes me look good. Melania, I know you and I fight a lot, but we have so much in common. I mean, don't you miss New York?
Ugh, I hate Florida. Its hellhole is full of fat people and giant mosquitoes.
I know. Wait, I have an idea. What if we did a girls' trip? Just you and me in Manhattan.
Oh, that would be so fun. I love New York. There's only one problem. I can't stand you.
Oh, you're awful. Don't come to Mommy's ceremony. She wouldn't have wanted you there anyway.
Don't worry, I won't go. Oh, and by the way, when you're there, why don't you measure a grade for yourself? You do so much Botox, it's going to give you brain cancer.
Woo!
To be continued. All right, everybody, we're going to continue with our variety show. We've certainly had some great acts so far. Next performer, ladies and gentlemen, hails from Brooklyn, New York City. And among her credits, she's been co-producing the monthly Sylvester, which is just coming to an incredible 4-year run this month, I believe. Won't you? Oh, and here's how she spells her first name. Voxigma, and her last name is spelled L-O. Voxigma Lo, some people call her Vox. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome her to the stage.
cherry blossom kiss. What you're giving makes my body rise, keeps me sizzling. Do what you want, I don't care. I'll be your lollipop. You can lick me everywhere. You're so juicy, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Here there's love for you. Hey, baby, you're sweet as honey too. Close my eyes, oh, what fantasy. And you're here, you are here with me. Hey, baby, I like it in the morning.
Thank you, Vox, for that juicy number. Does it look strange that I'm sitting here? Okay, all right, good, because I'm trying to be discreet. All right, everybody, meanwhile, back at the White House, Melania and Ivanka have both gathered for a dedication to the newly renovated Rose Garden.
Oh my God, the old rose garden was so beautiful. This new renovation is horrendous.
What? I just chopped down the roses and I put cement over the grass. It's much better than that nature. What, are you anti-Semitic?
Well, clearly you don't have a green thumb.
No, but I have green bank account. Why is it everything I do you criticize?
Perhaps if you were nicer to Daddy, I wouldn't. Slapping his hand away and you're never around. You show him no respect.
Ugh, he is lucky I even stand next to him, that disgusting, smelly, poop-covered, disgusting, revolting old troll. Ugh.
Is your prenup all that matters to you? Is money all that matters to you?
Yes, I'm not like you. I didn't grow up in penthouse. I come from humble beginnings. I've worked my way up with blood, sweat, and tears, and hard work.
And what do you have to show for it? No friends, a family that hates you, a son who's awful, a reputation that's awful.
Oh, you don't say anything about my Baron or I kill you dead.
How dare you? How dare you? My children are darlings and your son is emotionless. He's like a robot.
Oh, how dare you! Oh, well, oh, here he is now. My beautiful Baron. He is so happy, Baron. I'm a wonderful mother to you, aren't I?
Baron, I know it's hard in the spotlight. I've been there, but you look so unhappy.
He's fine, my Baron. And now, for part of garden party, Baron sing for you.
Everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange. Like looking in a mirror, trying to steady yourself and seeing somebody else. And everything is not the same now. It feels like all our lives have changed. And Maybe when I'm older it'll all calm down, but it's killing me now. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. 'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening, and that's just fucking lonely. I'm so lonely, lonely. Everybody knows my past now, like my house was always made of glass. And maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age. And everybody saw me sick, and I felt like no one gave a shit. They criticized the things I did as an idiot kid. What if you had it all, but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me. 'Cause I've had everything, but no one's listening, and that's just fucking lonely. I'm so lonely, lonely. I'm so lonely,
I am so sorry. Come, let's go have some fun. Let's go put alligator in your father's bed. Oh, and then we do the same thing to your bitch sister.
Thank you to the Trumps for joining us. All right, everybody. I know it's a little hot. Are you guys hot? No. Oh, okay, maybe it's just a little hotter on stage. Oh, you're comfortable? Yeah. I would have never known it by that mild applause. I think everybody was passing out, and that's why we did not have a very responsive audience to my comedy routine. All right, everybody. I know that this show was promoted as a zany variety show. However, we're going to take a little bit of a different direction right now. Not long, don't worry. I have a confession to make. I'm old. And I know that fooled some of you. And so at this stage of life, I've been reconciling and reflecting on my life, including, of course, my relationship with my... Should I use a different mic? Should... This is going to be good. You're not going to want to miss this. So there I was, reflecting and reconciling my life, including my relationship with my parents. And it is not lost on me, everybody, that I have followed in my father's footsteps in some degree. My father was a minister, and would get up on a weekly basis in front of a congregation and talk, often in some sort of robe. Here I am. And my father was very kind and compassionate, but there was a bit of an emotional chasm between us, at least I felt that way, that I think was never quite resolved. And so I'm going to read a letter that he wrote to me. And I was in college at the time. I was actually going to FIT, and apparently I wasn't doing so great. Oh yeah, FIT gets a huge round of applause. And I actually didn't like this school very much, but thank you. Anyways, I apparently wasn't doing that great. But keep in mind, this letter is from 1982, okay? I have the original at home. Okay, dear Les, that's my boy name. The other evening, Mary, that's my mother and his ex-wife, called and talked to me about your earlier telephone call. She said that you were quite upset, worried about a breakdown, and having difficulty coping. I realize there is little that I can do, but I thought we might talk. After a great deal of thought and conversations with Anne, that's my stepmother, I have come to the following line of thinking. I know from your previous telephone calls that you are not content with your present situation. You describe your dissatisfaction as stemming from not knowing if your present field is right for you. I wonder if your basic uncertainty and anguish might go even deeper than that. I'm going to write very frankly, and if in way off base or out of line, please accept it as genuine caring, though faulty. Is it possible that behind your other concerns is the bigger concern that centers on your sexuality? We have never talked in depth about your homosexuality and what it means, but I can't help believing that it must be a major part of your thinking. From things you have said, I also wonder if you're not maybe transsexual. I remember when I went to the SAAR program at the University of Minnesota on human sexuality, that the speaker on homosexuality, he was a homosexual, mentioned that the transsexuals probably had the most difficult time of it because they didn't feel totally at home in either the hetero or homo worlds. Now, if this is or isn't true, it is still a fact that to be in a minority role, especially one that is discriminated against, like homosexuals, creates a burden. Your own load might be even harder to have a father who is so straight. I realize that while my political or social positions might not always be mainstream, my personal views of family, morals, etc. is not, I don't think, narrow, but pretty traditional. I also know that you have a lot of affection for me, which I appreciate, and I hope you know I love you very much. But my straightness and our mutual sensitivity to the other might keep us from sharing at the deepest level. That's why I'm writing as I am now, hoping it might open our channels of communication. I see you are troubled, and I am not surprised. It is hard for everyone to cope with life adequately, but it is even harder for those who have chosen or been chosen to be in a minority position. I'm trying to say, I think if you feel distraught, it is understandable and reasonable. The question of what to do about it becomes hard also, but I do think if we are going a difficult route, then we need all the inner resources we can muster. I know from personal experience that good counseling can be very helpful in gaining self-understanding and self-acceptance. I think it might be wise for you to seriously consider getting into a counseling situation. I also think it might be wise for you to look for a good, preferably MD psychiatrist who is also homosexual. This might be the best way so you would know he can hear you. I think that even more important than your education, or as important and probably needs to be done first, is some form of counseling where you can become more comfortable with yourself. If this were accomplished, your education might become more meaningful because you were less conflicted. Now, this might take some time and money, but it would be agreeable with Anne and I if you choose to divest some of the money we give you for school to that purpose, although we are limited in our resources. Anne and I have a lesbian friend who lives not too far from us. She has been helpful to us as she has been willing to speak freely of her life. She has also made us aware of the homosexual resources available in the metro area. Anne and I have talked about joining the Parents of Homosexuals group, but I would want to talk to you about that before we did anything. I hope I make some sense to you. If you agree or disagree, that's fine, but I would appreciate very much if you would respond as quick as you can. So, I know, right? So my memories, thank you, my memories of how I reacted are a little murky, but I think basically I was an asshole. I think that I didn't appreciate it. My father, because my father's diagnosis was off about me being transsexual, I think I just kind of dismissed everything else in it. And however, you know, he was very perceptive, you know, because several years later, after the letter, I would start doing drag, and for various reasons, I actually got into counseling too. And I just feel like, you know, well, I'm trying to think of my words. You know, my father, as mentioned, was a kind and compassionate person, and I wish that I had been mature enough, or had enough grace at that time to accept his outreach with appreciation But I was still, you know, even though I was college age, I still had a lot of like adolescent pent-up rage and resentment. So it wasn't the right time for me, you know, so I have some regrets about that, but it is what it is. In this, so tonight, you know, in this beautiful garden, my father loved nature, and we often went on camping trips when I was, with my family when I was a kid. So in this beautiful surroundings, in front of people who I think are understanding, and I think that often can relate generally to what I'm talking about, I would like to honor my father, and I would like to forgive those differences that we had. Took me a while, but that's life. The garden of life. All right, everybody, we're going to have another performance. Oh my goodness, she knocked us dead the first time around, and I think she's pretty prepared to do it again. Everybody, please welcome back to our stage, Gigi Bonbon.
Was born. It blooms to spread love and joy, faith and hope to people forlorn. Inside every man lives the seed of life. If he looks within, he finds beauty and power.
Ring on the bell,
just got caught in the... Don't leave all these costumes here. Okay. My heel just got caught in the... Well, it got really stuck, didn't it? Oh my goodness, thank you, Gigi, so much. Let's hear for Gigi, everybody. Gigi, here's pasty, I believe. Oh, that was my striptease also, everybody. All right, everybody, oh my goodness. Remember at the very beginning of the show, let's do a flashback, when I was doing my comedy routine and everybody was laughing like crazy. Remember that? The audience was in an uproar. Well, everybody, guess what? We've got another comedian. We've got another comedian, everybody. Back in the 90s, this performer was a New Jersey housewife who used to perform sometimes at Wigstock and Pyramid and other venues. She's been on a long hiatus, everybody, and we're thrilled to have her back with her own unique blend of humor. Won't you please welcome the one, the only Barbara Patterson Lloyd.
Lloyd, and I love to laugh. So let's have a good time. Say, what is it with technology today?
What?
It used to be if I wanted to visit a website, I'd go up to the attic. I remember when a hard drive was T-necked to the Jersey Shore on a holiday weekend. Once upon a time, an app was a slice of cheddar cheese on a cracker. How many of you are with me on this? Show of hands. No, but my husband is always on his laptop. And speaking of my husband, I was in such a hurry to get married, the train on my wedding gown was an express. I was in such a hurry to get married, the inscription on my wedding band was in shorthand. I was in such a hurry to get married, I had the guests throw quick rice. No, but we have been married for 25 years. And we are always together. In fact, he won't even go to the gym without me. Says he likes to work out with dumbbells. Sometimes I go into the sauna just to let off some steam. We were thinking of building a workout room, but we didn't have room and it didn't work out. Hey, if you think my push-ups are bad, you should see my squats. No, but seriously, this healthy living can kill you. I was watching my waist so closely I ran into a wall. Talk about a crash diet. And speaking of diets, I have lowered my salt intake. I've lowered my sugar intake. I've lowered my fat intake, and now I eat everything right off the floor. The other day I told my husband, honey, we're eating light tonight, and he said, neon or fluorescent? I said, no, silly, I've simply steamed some vegetables in the wok. He said, good, you eat the vegetables, I'll take the wok. But seriously, I am such a bad cook that when I give leftovers to the dog, he gives them to the cat. Even my TV dinners get bad reception. I threw a dinner party where all the guests tossed their own salads into the trash. The main course was to and from the bathroom. I served Pepto-Bismol as an after-dinner drink. The other day, I went to a garage sale, but I was really in the market for a carport. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a terrific group. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Love you dearly. Love you dearly.
Barbara, it is so great to have you back. What have you been doing this long hiatus?
A lot of gardening.
Is there a punchline to that? That's it, right? Okay. And why did you choose tonight to make your big comeback?
You know, Linda, I got your text message, and I thought, Linda needs help. I can do this.
Now, Barbara, did you get to see my own comedy act at the very beginning of the show? How would you rate me?
I have always thought you were a funny person.
And Barbara, what's your advice to aspiring comedians?
Take care of your teeth.
Everybody, Barbara, Patterson, Lloyd! Thank you, Barbara. All right, everybody. We've got, I can't remember, is it, yep. All right, everybody. We saw her before. We're going to see her again. Please welcome Voxigma Lo. That was Barbara's music.
Hi, I'm Vox. My name is pronounced Voxigma Lo. Say it with me. Voxigma Lo. I know that Linda is old and that might be hard for her to understand. What brings us all out tonight? Variety, drag, comedy. What is that? Fly. Oh my fucking god. I think I got it. Sorry. What? Tell me all about you all. What's your name? Dirty. Dirty. What's your name? Clean. What's your name? 350. Queen Bitty. Correct. Minty. Oh. Anyone else feeling minty? Oh my fucking god. I was gonna have another guest here tonight. Flies are so pesky. One time, the weirdest place I've caught a fly was strangely at Coney Island, right? I was leaving the beach, as one does, and I felt this fly around me, and suddenly I couldn't find it anymore, and I started feeling wings inside of my fucking ear. And my friends tried to gaslight me and tell me that I did not have a fly in my ear. And lo and behold, a fly did fall out of my fucking ear at Coney Island. And so I wanted to do a number to that fly for being so intimate with me, and I never thought I'd have intercourse with a fly before, and now here we are. Thank you all.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Box. By the way, This entire show is going to be performed next month at the Kennedy Center. All right, everybody, we are now, let's see, we're kind of getting close to the, I want to make sure we're on time. Are we doing okay, Peter, with time-wise? Okay, because we have another skit, everybody. And this time it stars me as the narrator and Hanukah Lewinsky. Hanukah, get on up here. Okay. Do you need that? Oh, yeah, you do. But do you need the stand?
I don't necessarily need it.
I don't think you need the stand. Okay, all right, here we go. Thank you so much. All right, obviously we've been practicing for months and months. There once was a fierce drag queen who had it going on. Her makeup skills were masterful. Her color coordination was supreme. Her poise was that of a model. There was only one problem.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Alas, the drag queen hated her gravelly voice.
It's a real pain in the ass.
The drag queen desperately wanted to perform, but it was hopeless.
And I will.
And when it came to meeting guys, forget it.
Anybody want a blowjob?
Every time she opened her mouth, it was a disaster. And so the drag queen became withdrawn and silent. But one day, an advertisement caught the drag queen's eye. Improve your voice, it said, with an experimental new medical procedure. The drag queen took immediate action.
I'd like to schedule surgery.
A few days later, the drag queen checked into the hospital. As she lay upon the operating table, she dreamed of the new life that awaited her.
I'm going to be the sweetest sounding drag queen in the world.
And the operation began.
10, 9, 8, 7.
The surgery lasted for 3 hours, followed by a 2-week recovery period. Finally, it was time for the drag queen to reveal her new voice. The drag queen's voice was soft and sweet, but all she could utter now were bird sounds. In her risky quest for human perfection, she had unwillingly transformed herself into a new hybrid of drag queen and bird. She was a bird queen. Her only option was to become a novelty act, working at bars and clubs for tips and bird seed. But unlike real birds, she could not soar into the sky. And for the rest of her life, the drag queen walked the earth, longing for the past when she could communicate with her fellow human beings. Sadly, she now realized that having a voice that was deep and loud wasn't so bad after all. All right, everybody. We're near the conclusion of our show. Remember, our first performer, after my hilarious comedy routine, was, of course, Bertha. Well, we're going to close it out right now with Bertha. Please welcome her back, ladies and gentlemen. everybody, time for a curtain call. First of all, let's hear it for, in the order of their appearance, Bertha! And ladies and gentlemen, how about Nora Burns as Melania Trump? And everybody, we also have Hanukah Lewinsky. Let's hear it for Gigi Bonbon. We've got Voxigma Lo. There's Voxigma Lo. As Baron Trump, Anton Andrieiev. And of course, Barbara Patterson Lloyd. Okay, this is the photo op, so everybody get up a little closer. Get up a little closer. Okay, and I'm, of course, Linda Simpson, everybody. Oh my goodness, thank you everybody for being such a wonderful audience. What's this? Oh my God, look at this. I just got a pail. What's this? A stein? And they're both free? A free pail and stein? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Everybody, free pail and stein. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
Everybody give one big round of applause for everyone that just graced the stage. And of course, Linda Simpson for putting us all together. Thank you. Our next show is this coming Thursday. We have Rembo Hattie and Stephanie M. Hall. Please come and check out if you have nothing to do on Thursday. It's free. Anyways, thank you so much. Have a good night. And thanks, Linda Simpson and her cast of kooks again. Woo!